welcome back to Charlottesville Insights. This is Jeff Gaffney, your host, and with us on the program today on this snowy Sunday, we have Donna Patton. Donna has several roles that she's going to speak with today. First of all, she is the Vice President of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate 3 and the Managing Broker out at our Zion Crossroad office for Real Estate 3. And now she's in her first full month as President of the Charlottesville Area Association of Realtors. Donna, congratulations on the big honor of being, well, both roles, but really you're newly installed as the President of CAAR. Way to go, Donna.
Thank you, Jeff.
Excited about 2016, are you?
Yes, I am. Very excited.
I mean, we have a very busy real estate market. Can you believe the activity this early in the year? I know there's snow on the ground right now. And I know some people are sitting at home today thinking, gee, this may slow down the real estate market. But I don't really think so. Today with everybody has an iPad and a laptop and a cell phone, it can be a little bit of business as usual, other than getting out and getting into homes.
Right. A lot of people, over 90% start their search on the internet anyway. So that's where they're going to be on a snowy day, is looking at houses online.
Yeah. And great thing to do today.
Yes.
Burn a little bit of firewood and search for your new home. And realestate3.com is a great spot for that. What are some other websites or useful real estate tools that you think that our listeners might want to check out?
Some other websites I would suggest if you're going to realtor.com. But the nice thing about the Real Estate 3 website is we have what's called a lifestyle search. And so you can pick what's most important to you. Is it important that you're within walking distance of your job? Is it important for a certain amount of travel time if you don't want to be further out than 15 minutes from your job? And you even can put in what time you need to be to work. Mm-hmm. And it will give you all the homes that are located in your criteria right there within that distance to work. It's a great search.
Very, very helpful, and some of the different areas in the greater Charlottesville marketplace, it will surprise you in terms of traffic flow, but I think it's surprising how sometimes we think of the southern part of the county, or even out in some of the areas where you work, out on the eastern end of Albemarle County into Fluvanna, Louisa. With the interstate today, it's really a pretty quick shot if you need to get into downtown Charlottesville.
It really is. People think that Zion Crossroads is far from Charlottesville. It's 12 miles. And with the interstate, that's a quick way to get in.
Quick hop. I love the interstate. So, Donna, we're going to talk about the year-end CAAR report. The Charlottesville Area Association of Realtors puts out this report. You are very familiar with that report. I saw a whole lot of good news for 2015. We'll break that down in just a second. But I found an article from Inc. magazine, Inc.com, and they had some predictions for 2016, and I wanted to kind of get your take on this. They have kind of 5 predictions. The first prediction in their article, this is on my Twitter feed, it's called How the Real Estate Market Will Change in 2016, and I agree with a lot of this. First of all, they say that high rents will go higher. Can you believe the price of rents, where they've gone in the last 5 years? It's unbelievable, the price of renting in greater Charlottesville.
It is. They have gone so high, and it's just, it's hard to find a low-priced rental, and if you can, it's not, it might not be as big as you want.
Or in very good shape.
Right.
There's usually a reason for that.
Yes.
But today, when we have clients relocating to the greater Charlottesville market, and we deal with a lot of renters, as you know, our company deals with a lot of people relocating, and when you come in, I mean, you better be ready to be in that $1,500 to $3,000 a month. I mean, we see rentals regularly that are leased up at $2,500 a month. And a lot of those folks are people that think they want to buy in Charlottesville, but they come here and they're not ready to buy yet for whatever circumstances. They might have a home to sell in the relocation, or they just kind of want to rent for a year and get a lay of the land. But anyway, I'm just shocked at how many people will pay $2,500 a month. And of course, you and I know what that translates to. If you were actually going to use that money and buy a home and put that into a mortgage, I mean, you could be looking at a home at $500,000 or more.
Yeah. And it's amazing that people will do that.
Now that the good part about that is you and I have a lot of investor clients, and our investor clients, of course, are enjoying these high rents because it makes it a even better yield for the investor clients to buy a property. You can buy a townhome today, and the townhomes today make a good investment. You can buy a townhome today in the greater Charlottesville area, $250,000 to $300,000, and you can easily, no, I don't want to say easily, you have to work a little bit, but you can certainly break even on that by renting it at between that $1,500 to $2,200 a month, and that's kind of the sweet spot of that townhome market.
Yeah, it is.
And so we see investor clients scooping them up.
Yeah.
And the demand is there. So high rents will go higher. You and I probably agree about that. The second prediction from Inc., this is on Inc.com. INC, Inc.com. Mortgage rates will go higher. I mean, I think just about everybody is predicting that, but with some of the gyrations in the stock market, who knows? But let's take the last couple of weeks of the stock market out. I think everybody is expecting mortgage rates to go up.
I think they will also, Jeff. I don't think they're going to go crazy, but I think they are going to inch up over the next year.
Right now, rates this week are still hovering right around 4%, just a hair over 4%. So rates are still really good. And I think that the possibility of interest rates going up is actually fueling some of the incredible activity that 2016 is feeling right now. In other words, people they have a sense of motivation that get in while the rates are still really good.
Yes, it's not only just the rates. If the rates go up, you may not be able to afford the house that you wanted, and you may have to settle for something less than what you wanted.
Yes.
Because now you can't afford it.
Yeah, so don't wait if you're in the market. There's another article that I posted on Twitter this week that talked about if you want to buy a home in 2016, one of the things you should really think about doing is getting out early, which is now.
Yes.
And really kind of studying the areas. But again, cashing in on those interest rates. The third prediction from Inc.com, millennials will drive sales, but not as much as 2015. I thought this was an amazing statistic that came up in this article. Millennials in 2015 bought 2 million homes in a market that is about a 5 million annual sales. It's incredible that millennials are buying almost 40%, a little under 40% of the market is these, but it's this millennial generation, which you and I know is the age group today that's about 15 to 30 is the millennials. A lot of them are first-time homebuyers. They're out of college now. Some of them have this college debt that they're whacking away at, but nonetheless, almost 40% of the market, millennials.
Yes, Jeff, and that's good to see, because at one time we didn't think the millennials wanted to be in the housing market.
Right.
But they do. They want a home. They want to go in. They love the thought of owning a home and having what they want, where they want.
Yeah, it's interesting now in the greater Charlottesville area when you talk to millennials in terms of if you are you willing to rent for $1,800 a month and get a nice condo in downtown Charlottesville or a nice apartment in downtown Charlottesville? Or do you want to take that money that you're paying every month and put it to work and get into home ownership? And I would say that a lot of the millennials that I run into, it's almost 50-50. I mean, some really like that location, and they're willing to rent in a certain location to get that lifestyle. Next prediction, Gen Xers will be there too. Gen Xers typically today would be in the 30 to, I'd say almost 30 to 50 year olds. And a lot of the Gen Xers went out and bought homes kind of unfortunately in the wrong time, right at the top of the market, which 2004, 5, and 6. So they were kind of entering the marketplace right at the peak.
Yeah.
And a lot of them got hurt in the market. A lot of people suffered in the real estate run-up, and then the resulting crash or Great Recession that started really in 2008. But they're saying Gen Xers are going to get back into the market this year. What do you think?
I think they will. I think some of them that got hurt by the market, they've come back around. They've been able to fix whatever they needed to fix to be able to come back in.
And the bottom line, the fifth prediction from Inc.com, which I think you and I would agree about this, it's a good year to sell.
It is, because inventory is low, and you've got buyers out there that want to buy, and they have less houses to choose from, so it's a good year to sell.
Yes, so if you are one of those folks who have been waiting for the right time to sell your home, you really might want to consider 2016 and the early part of 2016, because as Donna Patton, who is visiting with us today, and she's the president of the Charlottesville Area Association of Realtors, all the statistics show that the inventory, meaning homes for sale right now, we're going to talk about that more after the break, but inventory is very low. So if you are a seller, that means it's a good time for you to sell your home, because now this is what we call the seller's market, where there are more buyers than sellers in almost all the price ranges. And so I think this was a good article. If you're interested, go to Jeff Gaffney, at Jeff Gaffney on Twitter. I posted it there. We're going to take a break, and we're going to talk about the 2015 year-end CAAR report. This is Charlottesville Insights. We're meeting with... Welcome back to Charlottesville Insights. This is Jeff Gaffney, your host. Thank you so much for joining us today on this snowy Sunday in Greater Charlottesville. With us on the program today, we have back with us Donna Patton. Donna is the Vice President of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate 3, manages our Zion Crossroad office, and does a great job for us. And now she's newly installed as the President of the Charlottesville Area Association of Realtors, or CAAR as we like to call it. Donna, what do you see as you look into 2016, we're at the very beginning of this real estate market? What do you see kind of going forward for the 2016 real estate market? What's kind of your take on the here and now and in the next couple of months? What do you think is going to happen?
Jeff, I think we're going to continue to have a steady market. We have had a steady market from 2014 to 2015 as far as the median price range. Prices may go up a little bit because of the low inventory that we talked about. And so I think that's going to be, I think we're going to have a busy year. Mm-hmm. I think people have been waiting to see what is going to go on with the market, and now that the market has stabilized in our area,
yes,
I think we're going to see a very busy year.
You know, it's amazing when we look at this graph that came out, the year-end report, 2015 year-end report that CAAR puts out, and you just look at the visual graph, and it appears, you know, when you look back at 2006, you had the peak, and then you had really a downturn 8 and 9, and it really kind of bumped along the bottom for a few years. But the last 3 years, 13, 14, and 15, the chart looks really favorable, and it really looks like if you were to draw that line back, 2015 looks fairly similar to 2007, which, jeepers, that's before the crash. I mean, so that's quite a little comeback for the Charlottesville market.
Yeah, it's come back well. Not too crazy. We don't want it to be too fast because we don't want to get back in the same situation,
Right.
but it's come back well.
Now, if any of our listeners are thinking, okay, 2016 is the year I'm going to buy a home, and I've never owned a home before, what do you recommend? How do you recommend that they get started? I mean, what is like step one for them to do, in your opinion? Again, we're talking with Donna Patton.
Step one is to, first off, find a realtor that you trust and can walk you through everything. And in fact, realtors should be at top of mind for any real estate decision that you're going to make. Even if you're just thinking, well, should I do this? Should I not do this? Your realtor is your professional. So they need to reach out to their realtor. They also need to make sure they know what their credit score is and get in touch with a lender, because you want to make sure you know how much you're pre-qualified for before you start that search. Why would you want to fall in love with a house that you couldn't buy, or settle for a house when you could have gotten the one of your dreams?
That's good advice. So get with a realtor who, and we are very fortunate in the greater Charlottesville region. We have a lot of very talented realtors in our area, and they really do take on the role as the trusted advisor. I mean, they want to give you advice, and not all the realtors will tell you that it's necessarily, depending on your circumstances, it might not be the time for you to buy a home. It might be better, given certain circumstances, for you to rent, and that's where a realtor can really be your go-to. But as you said, also, a lot of the realtors can direct you to different lenders that can help you get your financial house in order before you go down the path for applying for a mortgage.
Right, Jeff. I know that Movement Mortgage, they can help you. If you can't buy right now, they can give you a map of a financial way for you to get to the point where you can buy. What you need to do so you can qualify to buy a home. And of course, if you can buy, they're wonderful to work with to get your loan.
Yes, and can get it done quickly. If you need to close quickly, Movement Mortgage is terrific. Let me read you a couple of these bullet points on the 2015 year-end market report. We're talking with Donna Patton, who is the president of CAAR for 2016. This is the year-end report. Let me read you this first bullet. It says, home sales in Greater Charlottesville have now increased for 4 consecutive years, as over 3,200 homes sold in 2015, which marked the highest level actually since 2006.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
Okay, so here's the next bullet point. Pricing remains steady, with a median sales price of $270,000 for the year, unchanged from 2014, and 10.2% higher than 10.2% higher than the 2011 bottom of $245,000. So $270,000 now is the median sales price.
Yeah. So that means that there may be people that couldn't have sold their home in 2011, and now that the market's come up higher, they may be able to sell it.
It's a big jump. Now here's the worry point. Believe it or not, inventory is 16.5% lower than this time last year, the lowest level since 2005. So that speaks to the sellers. Again, as Donna has said, if you're thinking about selling, 2016 might be the year for you. And the fact that inventory, I can't believe inventory is 16.5% lower than this time last year.
Yeah, and it's funny because people will say, well, I see all these signs. What do you mean inventory's low? Well, not all those properties are available. They may be under contract. They may have been a pre-sale. So not all those properties are available.
I bet some of our builder clients are loving the fact, because one of the ways that you can fill in the void of inventory is new construction.
Yes.
And I know a lot of our builders have had a tough time with the economy, but now new construction certainly is bouncing back, and this report has got to be music to the ears of the builders in the Central Virginia marketplace.
It is, and they are busy. The builders are busy right now. People are getting with them because they can't find the home they want, and so they're going to build it.
Let's give a plug to our one of our new sponsors is Liberty Homes, and they do a lot of new construction out your way on the eastern end of the county, but they're all over the place.
They're all over the place. They build homes all over the place, and you can go to their model that's on the corner of Black Cat Road and Route 250 and sit down with one of their realtors and find out where the subdivision is that you like and build a house with them.
And one of our own at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate 3 represents Liberty Homes, Tracy McFarland. Tracy Mack. She does a great job for them.
She does. I listened to her the other day with some clients, and it's amazing. She knows their product like no other person does.
I would buy a home from Tracy Mack. She's awesome.
She is.
Yeah, very pleasant to work with. Okay, so here's another statistic. Half the homes sold in 2015 were on the market 46 days or less. That's a 6-day improvement from 2014 and the lowest level since 2006. What does that number say to you, Donna?
That number says to me it's a seller's market, and the buyers, if you find a house you like, you need to not wait. You need to move forward. And in the city, it's below 30 days.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is working with a lot of buyers, as you and I do and our company does, is that buyers that come here from out of the area, sometimes they think that there is still a lot of negotiating that goes on. And when you're in a seller's market, there's really not that much negotiating. I mean, if you see something you like, as you said, you better move on it, because properties are selling quickly in this market.
They are, and you can get to where you think you're going to be able to put an offer on something, and your realtor calls the other realtor, and it's under contract.
Donna, in the little bit left that we have on the show, in the Zion Crossroad area, another good year for the market out there?
Yes, we have been very busy. All the agents have been very busy.
Well, Donna Patton, congratulations on being inaugurated as the CAAR president for 2016. Proud of you, and I'm sure you will do a great job representing the entire real estate industry in the greater Charlottesville area. This is Charlottesville Insights. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy your snow day. Check out realestate3.com. While you're home on the snow day.